I'm struggling. I'm struggling. Anybody else struggling? I'm struggling. Is this what a midlife crisis feels like? Hey y'all, I'm struggling. I'm struggling. I'm struggling. Anybody else struggling? I'm struggling. Is this what a midlife crisis feels like? I don't. Is this what a midlife crisis feels like? Because I've spent 16 years in accounting, and my most recent job, after being unemployed for 9 months, is pretty much putting me through the ringer. As if, like, I feel like I don't know shit. I haven't experienced shit. I haven't done shit. Like, it's a completely different setup. Like, and this is like this is part of, like, the struggle. And it's more so because, I have to encounter it every day, right? As opposed to, like, it's really like a huge burden on me. But it's kind of like, I guess in some ways it's given me clarity, because I've been struggling with continuing in the accounting profession for years now, because I want to do something more creative. Hence the reason why I created, my channel on YouTube. And, like, this job is just kind of like solidifying it. But the problem with this job and every day having to encounter this is that I'm not an idiot, right? I know what I know. I can do what I can do. And, like, there are things that I need support on. But the pace at which this job moves is insane. And then, furthermore, or to add to the insanity that is my day-to-day, I'm a temp, I'm a contractor. And so I have no benefits. I have no 401k. I have no, like, paid time off. So everything is on me, which is like, I feel like it's representative of my life. Like, I'm just carrying everything by myself, y'all. I have been like a ball of emotions recently, in recent times, and that's not who I am. But, like, when I think about it, and it's like, I'm carrying all of this shit by myself. And I am a believer, all right? I believe in God. I believe in Jesus Christ. I'm a Christian. I read the Bible. And I know that, we're supposed to give it to him. That's easier said than done. I just want to put that out there. It's easier said than done. Because how? Right? Like, can you paint a picture for me? And if you got a picture to paint it in the comments. Because how? How? When, like, cast your worries on him, okay. Like, maybe it's just me. Maybe something's wrong with me. Maybe it's something wrong with the way that I think, feel, see, interpret, analyze things. I don't know. Maybe. But cast your worries on him. And then what? How does that affect my day-to-day? Because I still have to show up at this job. So what does that look like when it's cast your worries on him, right? And I have to show up at this job every day. It's stressing me the fuck fuck out, okay? And I don't really want to be here. I don't want to do this type of work anymore. And I also feel muted in what I am, what is my superpower. I feel muted as if it is meaningless. It has no value. So I'm not doing anything that I enjoy doing, and I'm just doing the job because I need the job so that I can get paid, right? So cast my worries on the Lord. Lord, go before me, and whatever is this job, shield me from it so that I'm not affected by it, right? I've prayed the prayers, and I believe. And yeah, there were days when I prayed the prayer and, I had a good day. But that's a very hard tempo to keep up, especially when it's not just the job that is causing you worry, right? Where your finances are causing you worry. I'm 41 years old. I have no savings. The only retirement that I have is in the public system. Social Security, right? And I've worked my whole life. Since I was 15 years old, I've worked. I have no idea what that retirement amount is going to look like, but I'm certain that it's nothing that is going to help me to live the lifestyle that I desire in my retirement. And I also have no desire to retire at 65, 67, 69. I want to be retired by 50. And when I say retire by 50, I mean I want to have my financial my finances, my streams of income in place, residual income in place where I don't have to clock in every day. I'm open to working. I'm open to being creative, and exploring that side of retirement, if you will. But I have no desire to clock in and be somebody's employee beyond 50. I actually wanted to retire by 45, and I'm still trying to push for that, but I feel like I got some more things that I need to take care of, and 45 may be quite a bit of a stretch because that's in 3.5 years. Now, listen, miracles can happen like that, literally. So I'm not putting that aside, but I also can't focus on that because it would drive me insane and the pressure would be insane. But like so many things that are causing me worry, and I'm struggling to release it. And I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired. I don't want to be in the rat race. Like I'm not gonna say I want to live slow, but I want to live by my own rules. I want my freedom and my flexibility. And I'm sure that some of this is coming from being a business owner for 7 years, and I had the freedom and flexibility to move and do as I choose. And, I picked up like contract jobs and stuff throughout the years, but it wasn't anything insane where I felt so pressured or whatever. I actually enjoyed, some of the contract gigs that I did, with the exception of the last one. But the last one did afford me the freedom that I was seeking, and that's when I went nomad. It was supposed to be for a year. I almost hit a year nomad, but I was in my head and it just got the best of me. And although my goal was to find a place in New York, I really couldn't settle on what my goal was, what my plans were, because I've never been a planner. Like, my life dictated that I needed to be able to adapt at the drop of a hat because nothing was consistent in my life. I was always in survival mode. Always in survival mode. And I mean, right now I'm still in survival mode, but it's more so survival mode of my finances and what that looks like, and not so much survival mode like, am I gonna eat today? You know what I'm saying? Like, am I gonna have a place to stay? Although I recently, was houseless, right? For, let's see, 6 months. And that was because I made the stupid decision to leave Texas and come up north before I had a job. And I made the mistake to stay with family, and that was just the wrong fucking decision to make. And it wasn't that I needed to stay with family, although I did lose my place in Texas, but I had another place lined up. It was because my best friend ended up leaving Texas too. And so I was like, damn, I don't want to be here by myself. But you know what? I should have just fucking stayed, because I would have avoided the fucking headache of dealing with family now. You know what I'm saying? People that you thought you can trust. And that was down for you. And that's not the fucking case. Like, I don't know how people think that they're helping you when you're in a depressed state, financially, mentally, emotionally, and then expect you to, I don't know, be some kind of fucking superhero to them when you barely have the energy to take a fucking shower. How can I show up for you when I can't even show up for me? But you don't see that. I don't wear my heart on my sleeve. And so because you don't see that, you feel like I'm in a position to give something that I don't fucking have. And it's like, it's not like I didn't say, I ain't got shit to give, man. I'm working sun up to sundown, just trying to make it. And what you asking me for? I ain't got nothing. My physical presence does not grant you access to me. And people who think that because you are physically present that they have access to you, y'all need to go figure some shit out. Y'all need to go figure some shit out. Don't help somebody when you can't help them or when you need help yourself. Stay in your fucking lane. Don't have expectations of people when you don't even meet your own expectations. But anyway, I digress. So I made that mistake. That caused just more bullshit or whatever. But I'm not stressed about it. You know what I'm saying? I have my feelings about it. I have, like, you know, it can get me angry or whatever because people just do crazy shit. And it's just like, the fuck? But, I mean, I'm good. Like, I'm at a point in my life, in my 41 years, thank God, I've lost people. And guess what? It didn't change my life. The only loss that changed my life was the death of my brother and my grandmother. The death of my brother because my mother lost the rest of her mind that was there. And my grandmother because if my grandmother was alive, my life would be completely different. My grandmother was my support. I never had to worry about if I was going to have a place to stay, if I was going to have food, if she was going to love me and care for me. Like, I never had to think about that. I never had to prove to her that I was worthy of being loved and supported and helped. I never had to do that. And that probably was a bigger loss than my brother because I had nobody. Because growing up, my mom was fucking insane. Okay? And we will not talk about that. At least I can't see it now. But my mother was insane. My grandmother was always my go-to. I found comfort and solace and love and nurturing, you know, and encouragement in my grandmother, you know, and not having her around really fucked me up. Almost like I was mad at her. Like, why couldn't you stay around for much, much longer? Because I need you. Anyway, y'all, I have no idea what this blog is going to be. outside of me fucking rambling about how stressed out I am right now. But I'm struggling still to get these videos edited. Like, I have the footage, but I have to edit them. So I'm probably gonna just fucking drop a bunch of content in 1 week so that I can get it off and get it posted, so that it's not sitting there, because the longer I wait, the more irrelevant the content becomes. Although it has nothing to do with like fashion links or things like that or whatever, or stuff that's gonna like sell out or whatever. I don't have that. But just like the timing or whatever, like I did like New Year's Eve. So, you know, and I did some other content, some travel content or whatever, which that one is still relatively new, but still I want to be able to get that out. So I'm probably just going to stack posts. I'm probably going to post like 3 or 4 videos in the next 7 days. And just kind of get myself prepared for my next set of content, which this video will be one of them. So probably next week or whatever, I'll post this video, because I'm trying to do one vlog type video and one kind of like, I don't know, maybe like I want to do like a fashion video, whether it's like my thrift with me's. So yeah, like a thrift with me and then a try on and stuff like that. But I'm also like changing that up a little bit too, because I want to pull back on like thrifting and shopping, because I have essentially determined what my style is. What I'm looking for the word, but I want to build my wardrobe around that. And, you know, I'm checking my closet, so I'll probably take y'all with me to kind of like clear out my closet and stuff like that of things that no longer serve me, things that I've been holding on to that doesn't fit me anymore or whatever, and just releasing stuff, because I don't want to hold on to that stuff. And I got a shit ton of stuff in my closet, and I'm just like, do you even wear this shit? Like, what the fuck are you even gonna wear it with? So I'm probably gonna do like a series of videos of cleaning out my closet, trying everything on in my closet, styling everything in my closet 3 ways or whatever. And that's just I know a lot of people talk about if you can wear it 3 ways or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But that's just something that I'm just going to do so that I can, you know, make up like outfits in my head or whatever, just to validate whether it should stay in my closet or not. Because if I can only wear it with 1 thing, then I really don't want it. But 3 sounds like a good number, especially, you know, like, so I don't have like 10-hour videos and shit, or a 10 video series. I don't know. But I am going to do that series, clean out my closet. I'm cleaning out my closet. Come on, Em. I got some skeletons in my closet and nobody knows it. And before I close it, I'm going to expose it. I don't even know if that's the fucking words, but anyway. Yes, I'm going to do a series on cleaning out my closet. So, yeah. I think I've got whatever it was that was sitting on my chest off. Yeah, I'm sick. My sinuses. Yeah, I'm sick. I hate saying that I'm sick, because I hate, like, it feels like a weakness to say that I'm sick, and like, you need to rest. You know, you need to take some time for yourself. And I'm like, that's another thing too, because if I had PTO or whatever, I would like fucking just rest for the day. Actually, I think I do have sick time. So I'm gonna, I surely the fuck am going to take a sick day, because I'm sick. I'm sick. Sure is. But yeah, I'm saying that I'm sick. I don't know why, but it makes me feel like it's a weakness to say that I'm sick, because in my head, I still got to show up today. I can't allow my mind to accept the fact that I'm sick, because then that puts me in a state of wanting to rest, as opposed to you gotta show up today and take care of shit. Y'all, there's some real psychological shit going on. And my fucking therapist, because I started therapy again. So I got my health insurance or whatever for January. And so I met with my therapist once. Mind you, I didn't know that they were 45-minute sessions. I thought they were hour-long sessions. But they were 45-minute sessions. I essentially spent 45 minutes just kind of like giving her a summary of who I am, what I'm experiencing, and things that I need help with or whatever. And I thought I was like had good timing and I would give her time to respond back to me, but that wasn't the case. I took the whole 45 minutes without knowing that it was 45 minutes. So she didn't even get a chance to talk to me. So I didn't really get to hear from her. And so, but anyway, the only thing that she did say was she gave me homework to get this book called Boundaries by Dr. Henry Cloud. Now, this book is very different from Set Boundaries, Find Your Peace. It's very different from that book because my previous therapist told me to read that book. This book is Christian based and it has like a lot of, it references a lot of Bible verses and stuff around boundaries and things like that. As soon as I opened this book, I just started crying. Like the real shit that they talk about, like that I have personally experienced, I am personally experiencing, is crazy. And so, anyway, I went to schedule another appointment with her and she canceled. So, because we talked about cadence, how often do you want to do this? I need to do this every week for a while because it's been a year since I've been in therapy. I, stopped therapy like last April or something like that. So I need to, you know what I'm saying? Because there's some things that I need to get off of my chest. There's some help that I need, working through certain things and stuff like that or whatever. So let's do it every week. So she's like, all right. So I scheduled my appointment for the next week. And the calendar shows like the days and times that she's available. And it says to pick 3 times, right? So I picked those 3 times from her listed availability because I don't decide what time it is. I'm picking from what you said your schedule is. She fucking cancels all of them. And I'm like, what the fuck? So then I do it again. She cancels all of them. I said, I'm going to do this one more time because if you don't want to work with me, please say so. Or if your timing is wrong on this fucking app, you know what I'm saying? Fix your shit. Because the last thing somebody that's going to therapy needs is for a therapist to fucking abandon them. Do you know how insane that is? That's fucking insane. Like, we don't know each other from a hole in the wall, so you don't owe me anything, I don't owe you anything. Well, actually, you do owe me something. You owe me courtesy. And if I'm not the type of patient that you want to work with, just based off our first conversation, that's fair. Let me know that you can't handle this and recommend somebody else. But don't just fucking ghost me like that. That's crazy. So I scheduled it the last time. She canceled it. Oh, I'm not available on weekends. So why the fuck are weekends in your schedule? Why does it show you available on fucking weekends? Update your fucking schedule. This is ridiculous. So today I scheduled an appointment with another therapist. And hopefully that doesn't get canceled. If it gets canceled, for real, I'm probably gonna bust a pipe. I'm probably gonna call him and fucking go off. Because what's the deal, man? What's the deal? I didn't have this issue with my previous therapist. We scheduled a consistent time every week that we were going to meet. Now, if I had a change or if she had a change, fine. But I knew and I could count on the day and time that we were going to meet every single time. I'm like, this is actually like, come on, man. People that go to therapy need consistency. This is actually crazy. And she put me in that slot. Like, She had a certain amount of slots for, you know, on certain days. And she put me in a slot, and that was permanently my slot. So this scheduling by the, you know, fucking wonky shit is retarded to me. Like, put me in your slot. If you only have ability for 10 slots and 10 patients or whatever, then put me in a fucking slot. Don't be all wishy-washy and put me all over the place. Like, that's just, it doesn't make sense to me, and I don't like that model. But anyway, y'all, let me get my ass to work. I'm probably going to call my agency and take a sick day. But let me see what's on the agenda before I do that. You see how crazy that is? Why the fuck do I care what's on the agenda for somebody else's fucking company when I feel like crap? Ain't that some bullshit? That's some bullshit, ain't it? Let me call my agency.